2025 mobile network predictions. Number one, network expansion and technology. John, who do you think will lead in 5G network expansion by the end of 2025? AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile, and why?
So personally, we've seen all the improvements that all the carriers have been doing. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile all have been doing a lot in this last year of what they've been doing to upgrade their network, getting capacity, getting the FCC spectrum licenses, all this stuff. But as I've been seeing, AT&T has been doing the most of it at this point. In the last few months, they've been doing a lot more than the other carriers to really up their network by buying more spectrum from the FCC, having their first net license, taking down old towers, upgrading them, doing all that stuff. So personally, I think AT&T is going to be the winner of this 2025.
Which carrier is most likely to pioneer advancements in 6G technology, and how soon could we start hearing about it?
So I think Verizon, honestly, is going to be the one who's pioneering 6G, just because they were for 4G and they were behind in 5G. But they are most likely going to do 6G because personally, I think they're going to be doing that. Just they've been doing that.
Okay.
So I,
So I love that answer. How will rural and underserved areas factor into the major carriers' expansion strategies in 2025?
okay, so we've been seeing all three of the carriers really try to upgrade their rural coverage. We've seen T-Mobile at the most at this point, which has been surprising. We've seen T-Mobile, they're going to older towns, like low population towns, and really putting their ultra capacity there, doing stuff like that. Verizon and AT&T have been the previous ones who have gone to rural areas where there's not really any coverage and putting towers down. So at this point, I think T-Mobile is going to be the one who's really nailing it down with older towns, towns that have low population, and things of that nature. So
Interesting. Now, do you think any carrier will make a significant push into satellite to phone connectivity?
oh yeah, all three of them have been doing that. AT&T and Verizon have been doing it with AST Space Mobile. They've been doing that in a collaboration with them. And then T-Mobile especially, they're really trying to get it as soon as possible with their Starlink. They've made a contract and a deal with Starlink. T-Mobile and Starlink have been working together on making satellite direct to cell, which is going to allow you to make phone calls and text over satellite services when the cell towers are not available. Now, they've already been rolling this out to phones, like some Galaxy phones and iPhones have been having the feature now for the past week. So I think they're going to be the one who does the most satellite to cell phone activities.
Awesome. So 2025 predictions, mobile networks, plans, and features. Which mobile carrier is most likely to revamp their plans to include unique features like free streaming services or exclusive app perks?
Okay, so most of the time, it's not really any of these carriers are really doing the streaming bundles. A lot of them have gone away with that. But I've seen Verizon has their own My Plan. So I think they will be doing the streaming perks and stuff like that in the apps. And they have hotspot data add-ons, Verizon, and watch add-ons, stuff like that in their My Plan services. So I think they're going to be taking the cake with that one for streaming perks and app perks. Otherwise than that, yeah, I think the plans will go to Verizon as well with their in-service. What do you call it?
So they're in-service plans?
Yeah, their
Okay.
in-service.
So do you think that unlimited data plans will become more affordable, or do you think we'll see a shift towards user-based pricing?
Yeah, so I think premium plans and cheaper plans are going to be something that all the carriers are focused on. We've known Verizon has, with their recent My Plan, they've lowered the prices significantly, not by a ton, but by a certain amount to offer to customers who want lower prices because Verizon has been bashed by a lot of carriers or like a lot of customers in terms of their pricing. People don't really like their pricing because they are the most expensive. So Verizon has really cut back in doing that to offer to a lot more customers that are price conscious. So
Very nice. So who might introduce new family plan benefits like, I don't know, combining multiple device types, phones, tablets, watches under one umbrella?
So I think T-Mobile is going to be the one who did this because they always have been doing this with their free lines, all these crazy promos that really has not done anything great for their network, but has done amazing for their bottom line of getting as many customers as possible onto their network. They've been getting all those free line promos, free watch discounts, free lines for tablets. So I think T-Mobile is going to get that one.
Nice. So 2025 mobile network predictions, customer experience and innovation. Which carrier will take the lead in customer service innovation like AI powered support or faster in-store experiences?
I think T-Mobile because they've always been trying to improve their customer service. That's pretty much their utmost because they've been doing that for a while. They've had the best customer service out of every carrier. But I mean, Verizon and AT&T could possibly be doing other stuff too to improve their customer support. I know Verizon has been talking about AI and how they're going to improve their customer service, but we haven't really seen that much being done with it.
Do you foresee carriers starting to bundle more services like home internet and mobile plans in new and attractive ways in 2025?
So we've been seeing all the different carriers have their home internet plans. So you've seen Verizon 5G home internet, Verizon 5G business internet. Same with T-Mobile, we got T-Mobile 5G home internet and their business internet. And then we got AT&T going ahead and creating their own home internet service. And that's the Internet Air, AT&T Internet Air. And we've been seeing all of those carriers doing different bundles with their home internet services. But as all the customers know who've been switching to them, if you're in a congested area, it's not good in that the QCI is really going to give you a lower bandwidth. So if they have more capacity in their network, that's good. They can bundle everyone in. So yeah.
So could any carrier significantly improve their international roaming plans or make them more accessible globally?
I think all of them can do it, but it's going to cost a lot more for consumers for them to get those roaming agreements. I know T-Mobile or the old Sprint had a lot of good stuff with one of their plans was the global plan. They had like a global pass plan where you can get a lot of services outside the country, like high-speed data. But that stopped after Sprint shut down and merged with T-Mobile. So I think all of them can do something about that because we all seen Google Fi, which is Google's phone service. They've had that for a while where you could just go out of the country into a bunch of different countries and your phone will just work as normal. So I think all the carriers can do that. They just haven't been pushing it because it will cost a lot more to consumers.
That would be fascinating to see.